Michael Crawford says he couldn't resist returning to star in an adaptation of the novel The Go-Between. Lucrezia Millerini went to meet him at the Apollo Theatre.
From this moment unfolding, emerging, a butterfly.
The West End stage is familiar territory for Michael Crawford, even though it's been 5 years since he last performed here. Now starring in the musical adaptation of L.P. Hartley's novel The Go-Between, he, along with composer Richard Taylor, explained what tempted him back.
I don't really think, unless something came out of left field, as the Americans say, I said I wouldn't really want to do too much.
But it was a part written only with him in mind.
The producers asked me to come up with a sort of fantasy wish list of casting for our main part, and I came back with a list of one, and that was Michael's name.
Richard's inspiration, this performance in Barnum, the circus showman, a natural role for Crawford, who began acting when he was just 12, although his first London performance didn't go entirely to plan.
The headmaster was playing the lead and he pulled my trousers down and I'd forgotten to put the ragged pants on underneath.
It didn't put him off, far from it. In Phantom of the Opera, he set the benchmark for male leads in musicals, bringing international critical acclaim.
Silently the senses abandon their defenses.
But at home, he is still fondly remembered as the hapless Frank Spencer in Some Mothers Do Have 'Em, watched by millions in the 1970s, brought back for the first time this year for Sport Relief.
To roller skate behind Bradley Wiggins on a bike doing 30 kilometres an hour was more than any boy could ever resist.
This is the second time out of retirement for the actor, now 74. The first after a struggle with ME saw him move to New Zealand, a concern now firmly at the back of his mind.
If you've got an old car, you always worry about what could go wrong with it, and I suppose I could have a wheel fall off at some point, but I've had a couple replaced, so I'm doing all right. I'm inspired, which is one of the greatest things in life.
And while this is a limited run for The Go-Between, there's no reason why it might be his last. Lucrezia Millerini, ITV News.
All right, Martin Stewart.